In this video, we're going to have a look at addition and subtraction of whole numbers. When we calculate sums mentally by adding, we can use the any order property for addition. The commutative and associative laws for addition are summarized in this property. For example, to mentally calculate 29 plus 60 plus 21, we can rearrange the numbers so they're more convenient. In my mind, I would add 29 plus 21 together first, before I added the 60. So in my mind, I would actually add 50 plus 60 to get 110. Numbers in subtraction calculations can also be rearranged to make more convenient. In this sum, 72 plus 41 take away 12, I would like to perform the 72 take away 12 first in my mind, because then I easily add 60 plus 41 together to get 101. Other subtraction strategies are useful when calculating mentally. I've written the sum 45 take away 27 3 times. One way to do this is I could add 3 mentally to each number. So in my mind, I might calculate 48 take away 13 to get the final answer 18. Another way I could do it is if I mentally subtract 20 from each number. So then the sum I'm actually calculating is 25 take away 7 to get 18. But probably realistically what I would do is round up 45 by 5 to get 50 take away 27 and then take off the 5 that I originally added. So the sum that I would do in my mind is 23 take away 5, which is 18. Some people might turn this into an addition problem because subtraction is the reverse of addition. You could say, well, 27 plus 3, which will get me to 30, plus 15 will get me to 45. Therefore, 45 take away 27 will give 18. There's lots of other strategies that you could use. For larger numbers, though, we would have to use written algorithms. So for addition, working from right to left in the units column, 7 plus 4 is 11. So I'm going to put the 1 unit for 11 in the units column and then carry over the 10 into the tens column. Now I have 9, 10, 11 tens, which is 1 100 and 1 10 left over. I have 800s, 700s and another 100, so I have 16 hundreds. I'll carry the 6 here and put the 1000 over to the 1000 column, and now I have 1000 plus 2000 plus 6000. I have 9611. Now we worked right to left. It actually makes more sense to me to work left to right. So if I stay in place values, I would have 8 thousands, 15 hundreds, 10 tens, and 11 ones. And then I could do the carrying addition as we did here. So instead of having 11 ones, I would carry the 10 over into the 10 place value, leaving 1. And now I have 11 tens, so I'll leave 1 10 here and carry the 100 over. Now I have 1600, so I'll leave 6 here and carry the 1000 over, and then I get 9. So this is exactly the same, but just a different way of working. There's two ways that we'll have a look at for the subtraction algorithm. One is borrowing. So 1 take away 8 units I can't do, so I need to go and borrow 10 from the tens column. So I'll remove this 10 and bring it over here. So now I have 11 in the units column. 11 take away 8 is 3. Now that got us through this first problem, but now I haven't got anything left in the tens column and I need to subtract one lot of 10. Now without going into negatives, I need to borrow again, but there's nothing in the hundreds to borrow. So I need to borrow from the thousands and move it into here, borrow from the hundreds, and then finally move it into here. So I get 10 take away 1 10, or 10 tens take away 1 10. Staying in the place value, it's just 10 take away 1 is 9, 9 take away 1 is 8, and 3 take away 2 is 1. So we get 1893. There is another way that you might find simpler. It's called equal addition. So I'm going to add 10 to each number, and I'm going to do that in the units in the top number and the tens place value in the second number. So if I add 10 to this number, I will have 11 units, kind of like we did up here. But I will add the 10 into this place, and I'll just put a little 1 here to remember I've added it into the tens place value of the second number. So 11 take away 8 is 3. Excellent. Now I need to add 100 to each number to get something to borrow here. So going to keep going, adding 100, but I'll add it here. So I have 11 in this place, but I'll add it down here. 11 take away 2, we'll get our 9 again. I need to add 1,000, so I'll add 1,000, but in this place value, but I'll add 1,000 there. 10 take away 2, which is 8, and 4 take away 3, which is 1, and we get the same value. Have a play around with this method of equal addition.